Everyone, I'd like to do a quick vlog on the video we watched, which is the Bansky exit through the gift shop. I really enjoyed this documentary. It was pretty cool to see some of Bansky's work, which was pretty amazing. He did work in New York, LA. He also did work in the West Nile, which is pretty cool that he flew internationally to display his graffiti art. This documentary focused on Bansky, but it also focused on another individual, and his name was Terry or Teddy. It's a French name. It was hard to catch it, but Guerra. And this was about a man who immigrated from France in the 1980s. He opened up a like a thrift shop, but a high-end one, where he would sell like vintage clothing for very expensive prices, and he was doing pretty well. And he always had this infatuation with videotaping everything. And this comes back to when he was a child. His mother passed away, and him being the youngest at the age of 11, he always felt left out, so he liked to capture everything throughout his whole life. So anything as simple as going to the store, being at home with the family, he'd always videotape these things. So Teddy's cousin, who is also a graffiti artist, his stage name was Invader or Space Invader. He started filming him doing his graffiti art throughout the city, and he really got asphyxiated with this graffiti art, and he loved the high of displaying such beautiful artwork, and you know, the hidden troubles of the cops and hiding out and doing this, that he actually started filming other graffiti artists, and he was planning on making this documentary about graffiti art and pop art. So he met Space Invader, he met Zeus, he met Mazur Andre, and he met Shepard Fairey. And Shepard Fairey and his wife Amanda are into this graffiti art, and they actually had ties with Bansky. So when Bansky wanted to come to LA and do some stuff, and he needed help, he actually hooked up Guerra, and he became friends with Bansky, and he actually let Bansky film him and help him with this graffiti art, which was kind of cool because Bansky never trusted anyone, and they had this really close friendship. And Bansky also states that, you know, he helped him when they went to Disney World, and he wanted to do a Guantanamo Bay display of art there, and they actually picked up Guerra, and he told them like he didn't know what was going on and stuff, and they actually shut the park down for like 4 hours. And he says that the feds actually were interviewing him. He's not quite sure, but that's what they were saying. And he actually hid this tape in his sock, and he did not rat out Bansky, so they had a pretty close relationship. So after he was done doing all these films and he tried to put this documentary together, Bansky said it was horrible, but he didn't tell him that. He kind of influenced Guerra to start his own graffiti art movement, which he did. And he was Mr. What was it? Mr. Brainwash. And Mr. Brainwash started doing his graffiti art everywhere, and, you know, he decided, you know, because Bansky, you know, told him maybe do like a little gallery like he did. And so Mr. Brainwash decides to do a gallery, but he makes it huge. he actually rented out an old abandoned building. I think it was NBC or ABC. And he gets in over his head, and he's asking, Bansky to promote him and Space Invader and, Shepard Fairey to make this big movement. And they bring their PR people in, and this art exhibit ends up being like a total hit with the help of these other graffiti artists promoting him. And he actually made over $1 million in his art, which is crazy because, like they say in the documentary, he really didn't have the hype that these other artists had. So that was kind of crazy to see all this hard work that everyone put into it, and how remarkable it ended up being. But the thing is, at the end, it seems like, Space Invader and Bansky weren't really happy, because I think Mr. Brainwash, or Guerra, just took too much too fast, and he went so big where he was mortgaging his house, and he put everything on the line and got rid of his business and made this like art studio, and he had all these graphic designers that he made it more of like a business versus an art. And I think that's why they kind of were upset with him at the end. But overall, I thought it was really cool that, Mr. Brainwash actually, filmed all the graffiti artists, and they went all over. They went to Paris, they went, to LA, New York, they went everywhere and displayed their art, and it was quite remarkable. I really enjoyed Bansky's art. I think he stands for it, not for being popular or a celebrity. He does it because he has a true love for it, and I think that's why I really enjoyed Bansky's part in this video. Mr. Brainwash, he is gifted. You can tell he's got a beautiful mind with his creativeness, but I feel he doesn't have the love for the art such as, Space Invader and Bansky did. I think it was more of a, trying to fit in and be famous. And I think he was more wrapped into the celebrity aspect of this point in the video. But like I said, this video was really cool. It was really amazing. The work that Bansky did. He was able to even make counterfeit money in this video that he was planning on throwing out into the streets in London, and he decided not to. So he was like, well, that's going to be 10 years in jail for this. But just the work of the dollar bill and the elephant. Oh my God, he took 10, I think it was tons of paint. Oh, I'm sorry, 12 liters of paint. 10 tons, 12 liters of paint, and painted this elephant, and used it to represent there being an elephant in the room, and it was painted the way the walls are painted and stuff. It was just brilliant the way his mind worked. I would love to have a one-on-one sit down with Bansky and just pick his brain, because I just thought he was absolutely amazing. Overall, I think this video was very informative. I liked how they were talking about how, graffiti art also incorporates sticker art. They kind of focus more on that and stenciling, which the other videos didn't touch on as much, and the importance and significance it is. And it was just really cool. I've never seen sticker art and stencil art so detailed and so moving. It was really interesting documentary, and I highly recommend it, and I think everyone should check it out. Overall, I'm kind of upset that this is the last video we're doing. I enjoyed this class, and I am getting really used to talking on camera, as you can see. So like I said, this class overall was amazing. I've learned so much, and I really appreciate art so much more than I did before. And it is incorporated into our everyday lives and everywhere we go. It's so funny now when I watch a TV show or you know, look at magazines and they mention stuff that pertains you know, to art, and it's like, oh well, I understand that now because of this, you know. So well, that's about it. Like I said, check it out. It is totally awesome. You will not be disappointed. And that's it. See you guys later.